Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson in SET. Our lesson today is polynomials. Before we start solving the problems, I would like to tell you a little bit about the difference between a monomial and polynomial. So here we have examples of monomials and polynomials. You can see that the example of monomials is like x, y, the product of x, y, x power 2 and so on, alright? Even with x with higher powers or higher exponents, still a monomial. It's just one term. A polynomial is simply the sum of two or more monomials. The sum of two or more monomials. That would be a polynomial. Alright, we move on to the first problem today. Question says, what is the average, the arithmetic mean of x squared plus 2x minus 3 and 3x and so on. We have three polynomials here and we want to find the average of these three polynomials. It's very simple. You just add the given polynomials. We add them. So we find the sum. It's 3x squared minus 2x minus 3 plus 30 minus 4x squared. Then we divide by the number of polynomials. Here we have three polynomials, so we have to divide by 3. And when you add, make sure you add the like terms. So we have x squared here. You add all the terms in x squared. So I have x squared and 3x squared and minus 4x squared. They cancel out. When you add them, you end up with 0. Then we have the terms in x. They will also cancel out because we have negative 2 and plus 2. They cancel out. Then we have the constants, negative 3 plus 30. So the answer will be 24 over 3. It's very simple. So the final answer is 8, and that's choice E. Alright, next problem. Here we have 1 over A plus 1 over B equal 1 over C, and the product of AB equals C. What's the average of A and B? Alright, you know the average is simply the sum over 2. The average of two numbers is simply the sum, so we add them, A plus B over 2. This is the average of AB plus 2. A plus B over 2. Alright, first we write the problem, and because we have denominators in the problem here, we have to do something called common denominator. You have to find what's called a common denominator. To do this, simply multiply here up and down by B. The other one you multiply by A up and down. By doing this, you have the same denominator down. You can see they have the same term down, BA. So this is called the common denominator. And then you add the numerators, b plus a equal 1 over c. And then I'm going to rewrite the problem. Alright, so I'm going to start with a plus b. It's the same thing, a plus b over ab, right, equal 1 over c. It's the same thing. Basically, I didn't change anything. Now, from the problem, from above here, you can see the product AB equal what? From the problem equal C. So I can substitute AB equal C. So I'm going to replace the product here, AB, with C. By doing this, you can simply cancel out C from both sides. Alright, that's great. So you have A plus B equal 1. Alright, 1 over 1, which is 1. We want A plus B over 2. So what do? We divide both sides by 2. So I'm going to divide the left one by 2. And I'm going to divide the right one by 2 also. So it's 1 over 2. So here I'm dividing both sides by 2. Alright, so the answer will be 1 over 2, which is half. And that would be choice B. Alright, the next problem. It says, what's the value of a squared minus b squared over a minus b when a equals 17.9 and b equal 19.7? Here you have to remember an important rule. It's called the difference of two squares. If you have, for example, a squared minus b squared, you factor it out with two brackets, a minus b and a plus b. Alright, this is a very important rule. So I'm going to apply this rule here. First, I'm going to write the problem, a squared minus b squared over a minus b equal. Let's factor out a squared minus b squared. apply the difference of two squares. So write the two brackets over a minus b. Here up and down we have the same term, we have the same a minus b, so cancel it out. So a plus b, the answer. And now it's a very simple substitution, direct substitution. The answer will be 17.9 plus 19.7, and the final answer is 37.6. 37.6. Very simple. Alright, now to the last problem. Here we have something called perfect squared. We have a bracket power 2 equal 100. What is the value of 1 over a squared plus a squared? Again, the perfect square, x plus y power 2 is not equal to x squared plus y squared. Be aware of this. This is a common mistake, alright? The right one is down here. The right rule is down. X plus y all power 2 is x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Alright? You have to memorize this rule. It's very important. Alright, let's try the problem first, and then we're going to apply our rule, the perfect square rule. So I'm going to square the first according to the rule, and I'm going to square the second, so it's going to be a squared. In the middle I'm going to write 2 times the first times the second, which is a, equal 100, and then we simplify. So we have 1 over a squared plus 2 a times 1 over a, you cancel out a, and the answer is 2 plus a squared equal 100. Now here you move the constant 2 to the other side. Alright, so the answer will be 1 over a squared plus a squared equal 98, and this is the final answer. I hope this was informative. I want to thank you for viewing. My name is Basim Khalid, and you are watching Teach Me Sat.